panel member. We do have here Tatiana Grego from Czech Republic. Tatiana is Miss World 2006. So you wonder, what is she doing in this area of old people? So I think we are all interested to hear from her. Why is she interested? What are our motivations? I think the professor said that it is a life cycle and we need to be involving young people, and you mentioned the mid sector. I think, Tatiana, please let us learn from you.
So thank you very much for the floor. Thank you for introduction. It's my pleasure, and thanks for including me in this cooperation and talk. So just briefly, when I became a Miss World, I was very young. I was 18 years old. And you know, being in this position of power, which I gained as a public person, I became extremely socially aware. And as a Miss World, you're the ambassador, right? Thanks to that experience, I have seen in many grassroots organizations and also international charities, I've seen many people who needed help, and I cooperated and supported many of those organizations. However, I have noticed that not so many organizations was really occupied with helping the elderly. And that was the first and very important hint for me. I have established my non-profit organization 10 years ago, right after my active mission ended, but it never really ended. As a public person, I really do feel responsibility to bring attention to places that might not have it. And what I do and support for past 10 years in my country reminds me of my roots, my background, you know, when I come from. And also another more personal fact is that I have very special experience. I have very special and close relationship with my grandparents. You know, when they raised me, even my great-grandparents was looking after me when I was growing up. I'm the oldest out of 5 kids. So I spent most of my time with my grandparents too, and this is how Czech people used to live, you know, everybody in one house, under one place. So it's very natural for me. And I knew that I want to give back to these people, you know, I want to give back what I've learned from them. And right after I got immersed in this issue of aging population, it was pretty clear to me that this will be my personal mission. And the longer I draw attention to it, every year I'm more certain that it was the right decision. As I said, this year my foundation celebrates 10 years of existence, and during those 10 years we have supported dozens of grassroots organizations across the Czech Republic which help the elderly. We mostly support home care services and also volunteer programs. We have also started our own project, Home Without Worry. Within this project we have helped hundreds of thousands of older people so they can live at home with dignity. And without our support, they would probably ended up in institutional care. So we have also run several awareness-raising campaigns and significantly helped to change the perception of aging and old people in the Czech Republic. We have organized and also attended many roundtables and conferences, and we have greatly supported the exchange of experience amongst other stakeholders in this field. And I'm slowly getting to perception of older people from our experience. As was said, population aging is definitely one of the biggest issues of our times. That's pretty clear. And however, I don't think it really helps when we think only about its negative connotations. That can be even counterproductive, right? So we try to bring this topic into the general discourse, raise awareness about it among people, especially among politicians. And it is a hard job because they would rather solve other issues. And it's even harder when we tell them that in 2050 will be 1/3 of population retired, over 65 plus. So nothing can change that simple fact now. So it's not surprising that they don't want to look for solutions if we say in the beginning that it's impossible. So that is why we have to talk about it differently. I think we really have to motivate people to think about opportunities which it can bring. You know, let's show positive examples. Let's organize round tables, you know, with the topic aging population, new opportunities, instead of aging population, the biggest threat. So that can help to shift the perception of this issue to a more positive level and to also boost the solution-oriented approach. Population aging is actually the result of great progress, and progress brings changes. So we have to adapt to these changes and use them to our advantage. It's great that we have more time to live, more time to learn, more time to work, but we have to adapt our pension system to that fact too. Now, people in the Czech Republic spend in retirement on average 24 years. In 1980, it was only 13 years. So it's only logical that we can use our time to work while being retired. I know that some people don't see postponing the age of retirement as a good thing, but that's why I think it's even more important to show and share stories of people who continue working while being retired. They are happy that they can use their experience and skills, that they can be among other people and can use their time meaningfully. The longer people stay active, the better their mental and physical health is. That's pretty common. And thanks to these stories, people perceive differently older people too. People are often afraid of aging, they don't want to see it, or they don't want to think about it. So thanks to positive people who stay active in old age, younger people can see that life doesn't end with retirement, or even doesn't have to change really. So I believe that positive examples are a perfect way how to change perception of older people and how to emphasize progress and new opportunities, for example, for business. And that's a great way and only way, I think, how to change the perception of population aging. And to get to second point, from our experience working in the matter of the Czech Republic, very short. Okay, I will try. It's a question about the labor market. You know, in the beginning we were concerned with helping the elderly. We helped our clients, mostly women, to arrange all the possible social services so they could live at home with dignity. And this is still our mission. However, the longer we do that, more we realize how important it is to work on prevention as well, and to connect issues of population aging with other issues affecting women, such as maternity leave. And if we think that because of population aging we need to support only older people, we are wrong, because it's just too late. You know, if you want to solve something and change something, and to solve it, we need to start before the problem occurs. So, 2 years ago, we started a project which aimed to draw attention to discrimination of older people in the labor market. We wanted to stress how important diversity is and what outcomes diverse teams have for the employers. We got very valuable feedback from the employers. On the one hand, it's very important to work with HR directors and the leadership and to help them to see their company from perspective of population aging. On the other hand, it is also important to lobby for more legislative support of flexible jobs, because surprisingly, many people in retirement would like to continue working, but they can't work 8 hours a day. So, part-time jobs or job sharings would be a great benefit for them, and their experience would be a great asset for employer. However, in the Czech Republic, the labor market is rather rigid. Part-time jobs are offered only for very low percentage of positions, and they are more expensive for the employer in terms of the taxes they have to pay for each employee. So flexible jobs would be a great thing, you know, for retired people. It would also help people 50 plus who want to care for an older relative, for example, and they can be, you know, and work all day. People like that now quite often have difficulty finding a job, and they're usually women. So this brought us to focusing on the connection between the elderly and women support. Our clients are mostly women because they live longer. As a result of the pay gap between men and women, women very often earn less than men, and later in life, when they're 50 plus, their partners or partner of their husbands start to need support, and those are women who are really taking care of the whole families. So again, they could lose a job because of that, or earn even less. and when they retire, their pension is consequently very low. So we really need to do everything possible to balance the pay gap between the men and women. We must support people who care for their loved ones. It could be older parents or younger children, and offer them opportunities to be able to work. We must understand how important the experience of older people is in the labor market, that we need to approach different generations differently to benefit from them the most. And I think this is the only way how to really reach the Sustainable Development Goals, to give equal opportunities to everybody, the elderly and the women. So thank you so much. Sorry to be told so long.
Thank you. Thank you, Dr.
Sorry.
Thank you, Dr. Martin. It is good to have you here and to hear that young people are already involved in taking care of. That is the intergenerational relationship that Professor mentioned, that it is important. Thank you. And then the gender perspective. So my last two speakers